there, Laisa. Nice to see that you got another set of essays with us. Let's take a look at what you did here today. The first one is about international marketing. Let's see what you wrote. Marketing across the world is a common way to facilitate economic growth between countries. Some people take foreign relationships with their country as harmful by imposing others' perspective into their place. Okay, on the other hand, there are those who stand by the view that international marketing provides essential trades for the society. This essay will discuss both points of view before reaching a logical conclusion. Opinion, sorry. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. The structure you used for the organization of your introduction was fine. I liked it. But there were some mistakes in terms, I think it was mostly vocabulary. Okay. So some wrong word choices that made this a little awkward in certain places and a little difficult to understand. So we're going to go into that. But the other thing that I want to talk to you about is your thesis sentence. So you wrote, this essay will discuss both points of view before reaching a logical opinion. So you finish your introduction without us knowing what your opinion is. However, this asks us something very clearly. It says discuss both sides and give your opinion. A lot of students do what you did, where they say, okay, I'm going to give you my opinion, but you don't actually do that until the end of the essay, until your conclusion. If you look at the band descriptors, though, for task achievement under band 7, it says presents a clear position throughout response. And the key word there is throughout, because throughout means from the beginning to the end, which means that the IELTS examiners don't want to know your opinion at the end. They want to know it throughout the entire essay. And the clearest, easiest way to do that is by including it in your introduction. So what does that mean? It means don't do this. It says this essay will discuss why I believe XYZ. And discuss both points of view with arguments and I don't know, maybe you don't want to do it like that. Maybe you want to just say this, in my opinion, I believe that although XYZ on the whole, ABCD. Okay, so something like that. There are a lot of different ways you can do it. All right, so that's something I want to say. Now let's clean this up. This was fine, except you said marketing. We're talking about international marketing specifically, so be careful. And then I didn't understand this sentence. Some people take foreign relationships with their country as harmful. You mean some people interpret? Is that what you mean? And then, and this didn't make sense. By imposing others' perspective. It didn't make sense to me. So some people consider foreign relationships with their country to be harmful as they impose others' perspective into their culture. I think this is what you meant. I'm not entirely sure. And then this is incorrect here. Essential trades. What the way you wrote that, it's as if essential jobs, essential manual labor jobs, and that's not what you meant. And so I don't know what you meant other than trades, okay? So let's keep going. It is known that international affairs and marketing can sometimes be seen as if somebody else is surpassing the limit. I don't know what that means. And invading a people's value and propriety. Okay. Despite being a beneficial deal for both countries, negotiations can lead to losses in culture and legend in the name of business. Brazil, for example, is a country with one of the richest cultures in the world, with its own traits and cuisine, architecture, faith, and art. However, in order to globalize it, international affairs almost impose a new culture, clothing, music, and even behavior on those people. In that sense, business and marketing brought money and international visibility to Brazil, not in detriment. How do you want to say this? Business and marketing brought money and international visibility to Brazil at the cost of loss of culture. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Okay, so my problem with this paragraph here, Lisa, is some of your vocabulary, international affairs in marketing is not accurate. And then here too, surpassing the limit, a beneficial deal. Let's see. Yeah, so this here too, in detriment of. So you had a lot of, not a lot, but you had a handful of awkward vocabulary. And so that really takes away from the communicative effect of this paragraph. So while in certain ways it was good, the vocabulary for me was inaccurate enough to say, no, it would not get into one of those higher bands. Okay, let's take a look at your next one. However, trade between countries certainly brings impressive benefits. There are gains in culture, education, language, business, and interpersonal relations. There is no limit to growth with an open mind to newness. Indeed, if people keep changing ideas and deals intercontinentally, the world will have more and more opportunities to provide to disadvantaged people with no access to education. Still using Brazil as an example. Oh, what happened here? Where's the rest of the sentence? Now, this is what I was going to tell you, that there is no development here. There's no support. So you've got these lovely ideas, and it read like a really nice paragraph in terms of some of the ideas, in terms of some of the grammar and vocabulary, but there's no support. It's all very theoretical, and there's nothing to kind of provide explanation, example, or any further sort of development of your ideas. And so that, again, that's going to affect your task achievement score. Okay. So far what I've seen is problems with vocabulary are going to lower your score there. And this lack of development is going to lower your task achievement score. Plus the fact that you didn't tell us your opinion in the position, in the introduction, is also going to do that too. In my opinion, international marketing is an excellent form to keep running the economy. No, this is not appropriate grammar. Is an excellent form to keep the economy running with gains for both interested parties. Nevertheless, trade should respect the boundaries of the people and not interfere with their core values, such as culture, religion, and language. Okay, so that was fine. So you should have a pretty good idea about what the strengths of this essay were. Okay, so let's take a look at your task one. So here we have the English and Homestay program. Let's see what you did for this letter. Dear Sir, Madam, I am Laisa. I can't really say your last name. I don't want to kill it. Let's see, Buark. And I am the student who will stay at your house for the English and Homestay program starting in the fall. I'm writing to introduce myself and set up everything for my arrival. I'm excited to visit the UK and learn about a foreign country's culture in English. Okay, this is lovely. You said why you're writing to introduce yourself. You gave an introduction. And you just have this nice little sentence here. The only thing that I would do is I would change the order of these two sentences, because this is a formal letter. And what we do in formal letters is we write the reason why we're writing first. So it should have been, I'm writing to introduce myself. You'd have to change it around a little bit. Okay, I'm writing to introduce myself as I will be staying at your house for the English and Homestay program in the fall. I am Laisa, and I would like to set everything up for my arrival. I'm excited to visit UK and learn, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so that for me would be better. Another thing that I might have added here is maybe just a little bit about you. Are you a student? Do you work? I mean, you're introducing yourself. So what kind of information do we give when we introduce ourselves? Well, we say where we're from. We say what we do, right? Typically, obviously, you say your name. But if you had to add a little extra information, I would have added one or both of those things. So my name is Laisa. I'm from Brazil, and I study medicine. Okay, anything like that. And then the rest is fine. Okay, because I have never been to the UK, I would like to know from you a few crucial deals about the city you live in. For example, how public transit works, if it has train stations or bus stops nearby your location? What are the most affordable grocery stores that I could go to and from your place? When the museums are open to the public and how the weather looks like in the fall specifically. All right, now here you ran into some problems grammatically. This is supposed to be a paragraph. And so a paragraph means that you're going to write sentences. This was essentially a list, okay? And it was a list that grammatically had some issues. So, for example, could you tell me how public transit works? Okay, full stop. Could you tell me is how we do this more formally. We make it sound indirect, and so that's important to do. For example, could you tell me how public transit works? Full stop. I would like to know if there are train stations or bus stops near your home. Okay? Then full stop. Additionally, could you tell me what the most affordable grocery stores that I could go to are? Okay, full stop. And then what you could do here is rather than just going to another question, you could have said why. You could have said something like, I enjoy cooking and hope I will have the opportunity to cook for your home or to cook for your family while staying with you. Okay. And then again, do you have to switch around the grammar so it sounds more formal using this indirect language? Furthermore, I am interested in learning when the museums are open to the public and what the weather is in the fall specifically. Okay. So again, changing certain things around there in order to make it grammatically correct and more formal. I have my tickets booked for September 30th, so I will arrive in the UK on the 31st at 10 a.m. I have arranged with an airport taxi driver to take me to your place. Then I will probably get there at 11. I look forward to meeting the whole family starting my experience abroad. Please let me know if you have any questions for me. Okay, that's lovely. One thing I want you to change, though, is this regards. If you look back at the opening, you started your letter, Dear Sir, Madam, which means that when we do this, you have to finish your letter with yours faithfully. These go hand in hand. So when you don't know the name of the person you're writing to, you use yours faithfully. If you do know the name and you use it and it's a formal letter, then you can just say yours sincerely. Okay? So that's my feedback about this. Some good things, but definitely some things that need a little further work. Okay, further improvements. So hopefully we can do those. We can help you with those improvements together. Looking forward to it. So I hope we can see more work from you. Good luck.